Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Hi guys, first video of the day. Intro, insert. Preemptive like Tom Scott videos, I love them very much, as you probably know if you are not new. If you are new, I tend to do this finger waving thing in my intro. Let's go. We're watching two of them, all right? It is 7:31. We'll see. We might watch the next one, Shooting Range. Let's go. Sinking ship simulator. Royal Navy's damage repair instructional unit.
Behind me is the Drew damage repair instructional unit, basically a big metal box which we flood. It's a mock-up ship, so the internal layout resembles pretty much what you'd see on the majority of Royal Navy ships that are in the fleet today, primarily used for practical damage control training.
This is serious, kid. I'm really. We're going to have to go in. We're going to have to repair some holes in the side, and I'm a little bit terrified.
It's just normal temperature water. We're going to freeze when we get in there.
We've got 4 sections of the ship split over 3 decks. We've got complete control over water levels, smoke and lighting levels. We can control pipe damage, deck and bulkhead splits. We can roll the unit up to 15 degrees either side of uprights at a variety of different speeds to simulate.
I mean, the thing must be so heavy, especially when you put the water in it.
Either sides of uprights at a variety of different speeds to simulate different sea states. So today the beginners are going to be getting just 5 degrees of roll, which will seem like a lot to them. Instructional staff will be getting the full 15 degrees to make it harder.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn the TV off. It's annoying me. Okay, sorry.
The very first thing, the 120 psi breach, and it's pointed at us, and the very first thing we have to do is go through
You could
that.
feel the pressure from 2 meters away just from the air it was chucking at you. Never mind the water.
I didn't quite realise how much you'd feel it when I went to grab the wedge bag.
First hit, Zulu 1 will consist of...
Imagine if it's coming out that fast there. Imagine in a submarine where it's a few meters down and the pressure's going to be crazy high.
A small deck split and a large multi-split in the ship's side. So first stage leak stopping on both of those will be softwood wedges.
Getting pushed under, who got the breach underneath as well?
I got that.
That was you! Because I tried that and I just could not find the breach.
No, it was really tricky. And the first time I went down, couldn't find it either. I knew it was between your 2 shoes.
Yeah.
Could not for the life of me get the wedge in, and all the time I was trying my best to be buoyant as possible. It's not useful.
Anyone in the Royal Navy that is going...
I'd imagine because, using soft wood so that you don't split the hole in the boat even larger if you use like a metal something to fill it, or even a really hard wood that might just crack the hole open even more.
To serve on a ship will have to complete training here on the Drew. Intent being to be able to confidently enter a flooded compartment, carry out first aid leak stopping, be familiar with the equipment they're going to be using, effect permanent repairs and remove water from the compartment.
The multi-split.
You were up there for a long time, Matt. You got a lot in.
Lots of hammering, but as the water's filling up, you can't find where the holes are because the water goes above where they are, and lots of...
You were up there for as well.
I was pushing.
Yeah, you had to take all the weight of Matt pushing against you.
Did you see the bit where my foot started flaring off to the side? I couldn't bring it back into the...
head of pressure is similar to what you would see a couple of decks below the waterline. So the water pressures we believe to be realistic. Some of the pipe damage, we do pump the water in to simulate a high pressure seawater breach or fluid system pipe damage.
Props to Tom for actually splitting a wedge as well in the heat of the moment.
Forgot about
was
it won't fit.
that was intense.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Second hit, you're going to see a 3-inch rocket hole. It's going to be in a particularly awkward position behind a locker. So we're looking to see somebody inside the locker, possibly with teammates backing them up while they look to get wedges into that hole. We've got a safety number on the gantry watching the exercise and controlling the exercise. They've got complete control of the water level within the compartment, so they can make it higher if you're doing well to make it harder for you, or if they're feeling kind, they can drop the water level. They can also remove all the water very quickly in the event of an emergency. They've got direct communications to the unit driver, who's in the driver's cab. The driver can turn on and off instance. They have control of all lighting and smoke levels, how much the unit is rolling. Now, it's clean water, similar to a swimming pool, so we chlorinate it.
I'm not saying that it's not obviously it is helpful, but it's impossible to simulate the feeling of I could die right now, which in this situation where it's very controlled, in the back of your mind, you know, no matter what, you're going to be fine. You're in a simulator. But I'm not saying they should just be like, hey, we're just going to fill it up and not. Clearly, it's going to give great practice and way better than nothing. But I'm sure there's no way to replicate the kind of frantic feeling of I'm in the middle of the ocean and this ship that my life is going down. Okay. So
it's stored in a sump directly below the unit, and then we pump it up to the header tank prior to an exercise starting.
The cupboard, we all tried it.
Yeah.
I've still got water in my ear because just full force.
I managed to get my head in and sort of round so then the water's all here, missing my face.
Yeah,
You can't
but then
see
you can't.
anything.
The wedges kept diverting left and right.
I was inhaling water most of the time, so even though I had the wedges in the right place, I got exploded back out of the cupboard because I forgot to breathe.
But then you got it.
Yeah, eventually.
What did you do to that to make it work?
Wedges on the left-hand side of the incident, and then push them towards the stream.
And it was that kind of arrowhead formation, so you put 2 in,
Yeah,
then 1 in the middle, hammer it in, it all widens out.
that's it. And because it was the wedges were given to me in that formation, and then a hammer follows.
Well done, Mal.
Like, it worked.
We're looking for a second stage build on the deck split, which will just be a vertical shore utilising a rubber, steel and timber sandwich pack on the deck. The importance of damage control training. Ultimately, flooded compartments will remove buoyancy and stability from the ship. Too many flooded compartments, the ship could be lost. Of equal importance, there's going to be equipment in each compartment which directly affects the fighting effectiveness There's going to be equipment in each compartment which directly affects the fighting effectiveness of the ship. In wartime, we need to recover real estate to allow us to be able to fight the external battle, and peacetime, we're looking to maintain enough buoyancy and stability to keep the ship afloat.
Control conditions in a simulator, it took 4 of us 5 attempts to close a breach at the back of a locker. But the professionals are in there now. They're going to do that and beyond in 5 minutes. It took us 20, and that was on like the easiest.
And they're going to have a bigger tilt and everything.
I've seen Royal Navy trainees in there when I did the recce for this, and the trainees, it's the working together. It's knowing that there is going to be some, because we were chaos. Like, there was teamwork in there.
We left an entire hammer behind at one point.
Did we?
But we did manage to do it.
They trusted us with hammers and
I mean, sure. What do you expect? No, they're newbies going in with, you know, trained professionals. Not to take away how well trained those trained professionals are. Very impressive still. And shall we? One more? I think we should.
I don't want to get into the politics.
Or original linked. I don't have to say it again. All right, same stuff, guys. Preemptive like. Love it.
I don't want to get into the politics of gun ownership. I'm British, I'm not exactly qualified, but I will say that Switzerland has a very high rate of people who own guns and a pretty low rate of people who are hurt by guns. This is the Brunelsau shooting range, about 2 hours from Zurich, and I think it's the best possible demonstration of the attitude that Switzerland has to both firearms and firearms safety. You fire your rifle from there. The targets are over there, and in between them is a major highway. And it's safe.
Huh?
Wir sind hier in der Schießanlage Brunlisau.
I was. What happened? I was going to think like, okay, the highway is going to be like right under here, so it's obviously going to go over, but nope, it's right near the
safe.
Wir sind hier in der Schießanlage Brunlisau. Die wurde 1998 gebaut. Im Verein sind momentan ca. 160 Leute, haben eine Vereinslizenz.
Are they speaking like the regular German you would speak in Germany, or is Swiss German a slight different thing?
Und kommen hier regelmäßig trainieren, ja. Die Soldaten haben wir dieses Jahr gegen 140 hier das obligatorische Schießen absolviert haben, ja. Wir schießen pro Jahr ca. 80.000 Schuss auf dieser Anlage hier auf unseren 12 Scheiben.
Rifle shooting is a national sport in Switzerland. Service in the military is compulsory for men, albeit these days with the choice to take on civilian public service work instead. For those who do choose military service, a lot of them decide to keep their firearm when they finish, which means that, yes, there are a lot of people with guns in Switzerland, but they've pretty much all had thorough training in how to use them.
Der Schweizerische Skisportverband.
Thorough training needed to own a gun. That's not freedom. Joke.
Hat ca. 130.000 Mitglieder. Und in der Schweiz sind, glaube ich, 2,4 Millionen Schusswaffen registriert.
All right, so I
lift down,
lie
yes.
down,
Yes.
all the way down.
Down.
Okay.
Okay, your target is number 7.
Number 7.
I've never shot a gun. I always wanted
to. It's not
to.
a magnifier. You just have to be very accurate.
Wir haben das ganze Jahr durch vielleicht 1 bis 2 Zwischenfälle schweizweit mit Schusswaffen. Und das ist sehr, sehr, sehr wenig. Ja. Wir haben hier spezielle Auflagen. Wir dürfen die Gewehre nur hier auf dem Lager laden. Und dann schießt man und dann, wenn man aufsteht, muss man wieder entladen. Jeder Schütze ist sich verantwortlich für seine Waffe.
Oh, yeah.
Without munition.
Without, yes.
And you look,
yep.
the target and push.
I think I'd have missed there, but
Yeah.
okay. All right, let's try it for real. If you're shooting a rifle here, you're lying down and you cannot see the road. Anything you fire that's travelling fast enough to go over that wall just can't hit the road. There just isn't a possible trajectory for a bullet that can damage anything other than the hill and, of course, the target. That goes up against my shoulder
In the
here
position, yes.
and gets held with this hand here. And I just have to line up.
Look the target and push. Yeah.
Missed. God, I swore the recoil was going to hit me.
Is there like fencing? Like around this area, so like no one can like accidentally just go walking in here and then get hit?
Yeah.
Missed. God, I swore the recoil was going to hit me in the eye there.
Ja. Diese Mauer besteht aus armiertem Beton und ist rund 30 cm dick. Da können keine Projektile durchdringen. Das ist nicht möglich, ja.
Closer. High and right, okay. 5. I'm going the other way now.
Ja.
Hey, that's a 10.
Das ist a 10, yes.
Got there in the end.
Bullseye.
Diese elektronischen Zielscheiben, die wir da sehen, funktionieren folgendermaßen. Da ist vorne ein normales Plakat. Dahinter ist eine Messscheibe. Da sind unten 3 Mikrofone verbaut. Und die messen den Abstand, wo das Projektil kommt mit etwa 3-facher Schallgeschwindigkeit, die angeflogen. Und die Mikrofone, die messen den Druck.
Cool. They look like a bunch of washing machines.
Oh, 9. It's good.
I'll take that.
Okay.
That's what,
9
56 out of 100, and I got 1 in the bullseye.
Yes.
I'll take that. Thank you very much. Thanks, Jim.
Welcome.
Now, there is the reasonable question, well, what if someone were to stand up? Then they could see and hit the road. Well, again, training, it's unlikely to happen.
Right.
And also, breaking the safety rules when you're surrounded by military-trained firearm enthusiasts is not a great plan. What if you stand up is basically the same question as, oh, what if you decide to point the rifle at someone? You will very rapidly not be holding a rifle anymore.
True. All right.
If someone wants to cause harm with a gun, this is not the way they do it. Joining a rifle club, getting all the permits, and then deciding to throw all that away to take a pot shot at a car just once. I'm not sure there's anyone who's sensible enough to do the first bits of that and unhinged enough to do the last part. And if there is, they've never made it here.
Wir schießen jetzt hier seit 20 Jahren und wir haben noch nie einen Zwischenfall erlebt. So in dem Sinn. Es ist also sicher.
I was gonna sneeze. Cool video, guys. First videos of the day, so I'm waking up. Doing better. Hope you guys are all doing well. And I'll see you guys next time, all right? Bye, guys. See you soon.